What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dark Souls 3 walkthrough. So, everybody, this is it, man. It's been a long journey through Dark Souls 3, but we're about to enter New Game Plus, get the remaining rings that we need, and then we're going to get the rings trophy, and that'll be the platinum, and that will be a wrap on the Dark Souls 3 100% all achievements walkthrough. And I made like a sappy, sentimental post on YouTube today. Some of you may have seen it. Some of you maybe not. Let's see. We're going to begin Journey 3 here. And not only does it mark the end of Dark Souls 3, it marks the end of a journey we started 6.5 years ago with Bloodborne. And that was to make this channel, at least as far as I'm aware. I could be wrong. There might be another one out there. Who knows? But if you know of one, please let me know. That has a 100% all achievements walkthrough for every single From Software Soulsborne title. So it's a journey we started 6.5 years ago, and it's about to wrap up tonight. So tonight is the night. I mean, it's the culmination of a great many things. So those of you who are here live are going to get to witness it live. Those of you who are watching later, still part of a monumental occasion for this channel. So welcome aboard, everybody. I'm so glad to have each and every single one of you, whether you're here live or whether you're watching after the fact, whatever the case may be. I don't care if it's here today. I don't care if it's 5 years from now. I don't care if it's 10 years from now, wherever you are, whoever you are, whenever you are. Just want to give my heartfelt gratitude to each and every single one of you. So thank you, guys. We're in for an epic stream tonight. Can't wait. It'll be bittersweet when it's all over, but you know, what a ride it's been. And this is not the end of the channel, by the way. I'm not saying this is, hey, this is it. This is, you know, a milestone along the way for sure, but this is by no means the end, despite the fact that tonight marks the accomplishment of a long-standing goal for the channel. So many more things still yet to come, and I can't wait. And it's been so fun getting to hang out with all you guys. So all right, now that you know, enough of all the sappy, whatever. Let's get down to business. Muid, good to see you. Dark Goat, good to see you. Sliven, good to see you. Darth, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. So glad to see you guys tonight. Hope y'all are doing awesome. Getting decoration set up for our youngest turning 6 tomorrow. That is awesome. His name is Asher, and we're doing Poppy Playtime birthday. That's awesome. Well, tell Asher I said happy birthday to him. That's awesome. My youngest is 6 as well. My youngest turned 6 back in October. Very cool. TB should have 1 million subs. We're quite a ways from that, but all I'll say is I'm happy with 10,000. I mean, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of work, a lot of ups and downs, but a lot of fun for sure. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. All right, so we got to fight Eodex Gundyr. Our first ring, +2 ring, I should say, for New Game Plus is the Wolf Ring +2, which will be acquired right after this fight. I got to pull the sword out first. Duh. I do know how to play this game, I promise. To at least a reasonable level of proficiency. There we go. Oh, I got the stun. I didn't really capitalize on it, though. Can I no-hit him like I did in New Game Plus? Yes, we will. Yes, we will. I think our no-hit run is still intact. All right, here we go. Yeah, let's make this a no-hit run, guys. Have you heard that Mortal Shell 2 is coming out this year? Yes, I saw the gameplay reveal. I think, was it yesterday? It does look compelling, I have to say. I've been doing good, Muid. Ready for the weekend. And hey, we'll be done with Dark Souls 3 here in a couple hours. So, all right. So ring is back here behind the door. Wolf ring +2. Morning from Germany. How's it going, Robert? Thank you so much for tuning in. And so since we did the other side of Henri's quest in New Game Plus, this is really just going to be mainlining the rings. I'm not going to be doing any side quest stuff in this playthrough. This is strictly just for the remaining rings we have. I don't need to get anything else. I don't need any gestures. I don't need any pyromancies. Nothing. We're just doing the rings, and that's all we need this time. Pretty awesome journey that this was. Want to say thanks for carrying me through the base game Elden Ring with their respective guide. Can't wait to find a clearance in my schedule for your DLC guide. Very nice. I'm glad you enjoyed Elden Ring, and the DLC is every bit as good as the base game. So you're in for a fun ride for sure. What's up, Natek? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Asher says, thanks, Dadbot. Awesome. Andrew, how's it going? Welcome back, man. Good to see you tonight. Rinka, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. The trailer was gorgeous. I never tried the first one. Yeah, the first one I played in full. I got the Platinum Trophy, and I did the DLC. Got all the trophies in the DLC, which took a long time, by the way, but it was a lot of fun. So I have high hopes for part 2. And Mortal Shell 2 looks like a definite step above Mortal Shell 1. For sure. In a good way. What? How's it going? Welcome to the stream, my friend. All right, our next ring is in the High Wall of Lothric. It's in the room where you find the Estus shard. Cynthia, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well tonight. Up. Yeah. Definitely not a hitless run. We can still do this deathless, though. We'll see. We'll see. See if we can pull it off. Definitely did not do New Game Plus deathless. We do have to fight Nameless King in this run, though. There is a +2 ring that's in his boss room after you beat the boss. Just FYI. You're going to have to beat Nameless in New Game Plus. Yeah. Oh. There we go. Broke that card. I think your post is very heartfelt. I know how important finishing Dark Souls 3 is for you. Still be here for the future. Thank you so much, Muid. Yeah, I wrote that post while I was sitting at lunch at work. Afternoon from Australia. How's it going, Noah? Thank you so much for tuning in all the way from Australia. That's awesome. Beluga, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Sir Alone, how's it going? Thank you so much for watching. Really love your content, bro. Currently in episode 25 of your Dark Souls 3 walkthrough. Very nice. All right, so our ring is in here. This room is a little bit sketchy with all the enemies and dogs and stuff in here. I'm going to try not to die. Keep that deathless run intact. How epic will we be if we actually pulled off the deathless? Whoops. I'm not making that a criteria for success, though. It would just be cool if it happened. Actually, I think instead of framing it that way, how about in the chat, you guys place bets on when will the first death happen? Will it be to a boss? Will it be to gravity? Will it be to some rando like this guy that almost just killed me? When do you think that first death is going to happen? Taking wagers right now. So behind these barrels, you have the Ring of the Evil Eye +2. There is indeed another mortal shell coming out. Dalgus, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. What's up? Still working through the DS2 walkthrough, but look forward to Dark Souls 3. Awesome. So what's next after Dark Souls 3? What's next for me is I will be streaming Bloodborne just for fun. You know? I like to do one Bloodborne playthrough every year at least. And it's only fitting. Bloodborne was the first walkthrough I ever did on this channel. My first ever video was Bloodborne. So after finishing this, you know, it's kind of poetic to go back to Bloodborne in a way. What's my sword upgraded with? It is heavy. I infused it with heavy. And it just upgrades with regular Titanite. Bandos are my bet, but which one? Like what area? What's up, Natek? Thank you so much for the $9.99 donation, making YouTube Souls Games history. Thank you so much, Natek. Really appreciate that kind gesture. Thanks for the donation, my friend. Oh, come on. If only YouTube had polls like how Twitch does. So Darth thinks I'm going to make it all the way to the Nameless King. The Nameless King's going to be the last thing I do in this run, by the way. So you're saying I'm going to make it all the way to the end and then die. That's brutal. Would be hilarious, though. The Silver Knights in Anor Londo are paying way easier than Dark Souls 1. I think it's easier in this game than it is in Dark Souls 1. I think these Silver Knights are way easier than Dark Souls 1. Guessing an Irithyll, that's okay. I have to make a bet it'll be Gravity. Any idea as to where? I think it'll be Deathless until a boss, probably Nameless. Do that. I would probably cry on stream. I would cry actual tears if I made it all the way to Nameless and then died. That would be tragic. Maybe the part with the Silver Knight archers. I mean, that part, I did die at that part in the walkthrough. It did happen. I should have buffed. Oh well. I'll be alright though. It is but Vort. We'll be alright. I can't remember if there's an AoE here. No, there's not. Alright. That's your death sentence. Easy peasy. A lot of you are saying Nameless King. That's kind of funny that y'all have that much faith for me to make it to that far to the end and then die. Never played Bloodborne myself, so I'll be looking forward to those streams. Very nice. But yes, you should play Bloodborne for sure. I'm betting, as Brinka says, I'm betting against all my instincts and say you'll make it deathless all the way. Wow. Wow. What's up, Bio? How's it going? Welcome to the stream tonight. Just got back into gaming this year. Your walkthrough guide to Souls-likes have helped me beat games I never thought I'd be able to get through before. Thank you. I mean, that literally is the goal. So I'm glad to know that it has worked for you. That's awesome. Way to go, dude. All right, another vote for Silver Knight Archers. You got a lot of votes for Nameless, a lot of votes for Silver Knight Archers, a couple for Randos or Gravity. Tara says that would suck, but I just can't imagine beating Nameless King and New Game Plus Plus with the mega damage and HP with 0 deaths. Would be happy to be wrong. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to die to him, but also I just hope he's not my first death, my only death if I do get there. He's a pain in New Game Plus Plus. I mean, he's a pain in base New Game. You're a really good player. I appreciate that. I do my best. I feel like there's something annoying that kills you, like getting stuck in a corner or something like that. That is quite plausible. All right, gonna watch the massacre here. Doing a pure strength build. Okay, very nice. Start with GS1 guide. No, halfway to Sekiro. Very nice. I love Sekiro. Such a fun game. It's been a while since I played it. I am really long overdue for a Sekiro playthrough. And those of you who have been around the channel for a long time know that that is not the first time I have said that I'm overdue for a Sekiro playthrough. I am really overdue for one now. The invasion, Phantom on the way to the dungeon. I did die to Alva, New Game Plus. All right, we got to go to the Fire Demon by Sigurd again. What if it's a thrall that kills me? That would be funny. And it would be fitting. If you won't die to Nameless on first phase, I think second phase will be easy. First phase is what always kills me. I mean, famous last words. I generally have more trouble with the second phase than I do his first phase. 10 years old, gotta love the scene. I mean, the scenery never gets old. These games are timeless as far as I'm concerned. See, I don't need to fight Curse Ride at Greatwood now. I do not need to fight Curse Ride at Greatwood. Do I even need to go that way? I don't. So I'm just going to go this way. These games are all so well done, 100%. They definitely hold up. Yeah, this game's 10 years old. Bloodborne's 11 years old. Still got to do all the farming, but then I got Requiem. I do plan to play Resident Evil as well at some point soonish. So I mentioned in a previous stream I was watching, they had pretty big weight loss. How long ago did you begin? Oh, dude. I've gained some of it back. Not all of it, but some of it. I was training for a triathlon last year, and I did that. And then, like 3 days later, we went to Disney World for a week. And all bets were off at Disney World, and I never got fully back on the wagon. Bro, this thing's gonna kill me. This is gonna kill me. Oh, crap. Ooh, jeez. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Oh, what a recovery. Oh. The butt clinch was real. That's not even a boss. Yeah. Wanted to hop on and say goodnight. Have a good stream. I was hoping to follow along, but unfortunately my dog died. Dude, so sorry to hear that, man. That is awful, man. My heart goes out to you. Dude, I'm so sorry, man. But thanks for stopping by. Hope you, you know, get the time that you need to take care of yourself, man. That's right. We got Onion Bro in the house. Cynthia says she started with Elden Ring and went back to play Dark Souls 1 through 3. They're all incredible. Absolutely. Yeah, so many people got brought in by Elden Ring, which is awesome, and then went back to play everything else. Bloodborne was my first. before Elden Ring came out. I got Sekiro at launch, and then I got Elden Ring at launch. Nice save, indeed. That was a close call. That was a very close call. I died here at the walkthrough, but not today. Okay. I don't think I technically have to kill the fire demon, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. G++ damage is crazy. Too easy to slip on a bad combo. And yeah. Got Elden Ring at launch. My favorite game of all time. Beat it 10 times. That's awesome.
Whoa! You should have waited. Well, it's too late now. I, Sigmar of the Knights of Cathedral, fight by your side.
All right. My first From Software game, unbeknownst to me, Eternal Ring, PS2 game from 2000. That's hilarious. Quite funny to find out years later that's a FromSoft game. Yeah, my legit first FromSoft game was Bloodborne. I have a friend of mine who I got into to FromSoft where Dark Souls. His first game was Dark Souls 3. This was years ago. I got him to play, and then turns out he was a huge fan of Armored Core back in the day. So now he laughs at me. He was like, "Yeah, he was into From Software before I was," which is true. DS3 is my first and still my favorite Souls game ever, and Dark Souls 2. Nice to have some Dark Souls 2 love in the chat. I am and always will be a Dark Souls 2 apologist. Perhaps the most overhated game of all time. Actually, I like Dark Souls 2. I love Dark Souls 2. You're in good company here if you like Dark Souls 2 as far as I'm concerned. All right, so drop down here. This is for the Silver Serpent Ring +2 on the roof. Okay, got that. Now we're just going to warp back to the previous bonfire, Road of Sacrifices. Speaking of the Road of Sacrifices, we have the Chloranthy Ring +2. And I'm going to have to be careful here because it's going to be very easy to die if I'm not careful. So I'm actually going to kill some of the enemies here. Andrew says Dark Souls 2 is my first. Got me into the series. Awesome. 2 hits. Not bad. Plunging attack. Death from above. 1 hit. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one over here as well. I am being extra careful. And I say that I'm being extra careful. I'm just going to run over this storyteller. And then the drop is right here. Hit the ring. All right, next we got the Ring of Favor +2, and that's all the way in Cathedral of the Deep. Oh, geez. That is a long drop. That would have been funny, though. That would have been real funny. I would have laughed. Has a unique charm to it. I have to agree. Lots of DS2 love in the chat. Love to see it. I'm in heaven. Lots of DS2 lovers in the chat. I mean, I do have a walkthrough all the way through Dark Souls 2, and I I heaped praise upon it. And I think it is well deserved. I think, as I've said, I think that the hate for Dark Souls 2 is way overblown. Definitely not justified. There's definitely some bandwagon effect going on. A lot of people too afraid to have their own opinion, so they just agree with, you know, the prevailing sentiment for the game, even though a lot of them have probably never even played it or given it a fair shake. If DS1 had the issues DS2 had, it would have been seen as a perfect masterpiece. Yeah. Perhaps. I always heard Dark Souls 2 was crap, but honestly, after playing it, especially with your walkthrough, I thought it was really good. No complaints. Yup. I was the same way the first time I played Dark Souls 2. You know, my mind was poisoned with all of the hate, and I went into it with an open mind, and I'm glad I did. Because I ended up really enjoying the game, as it turns out. Of course, it does have flaws. I'm not saying it's a perfect game, but it is still a very good game. Pretty much every game has its fair share of flaws. Dark Souls 2, some of them are, you know, somewhat glaring flaws, but still. Adaptability is a tough pill to swallow, not gonna lie. But you get so many levels in Dark Souls 2 that you can level up your adaptability pretty early to get normal Souls iframes. I ran out of stamina there. I didn't get as many hits as I would have liked to have gotten, and now we're probably going to be phase 2 already. Yep. Alright, where's the real one? For the real Slim Shady, please stand up. Here we go. The real Slim Shady is all the way in the corner. I'm trying to get your things to hit me. Oh, snap. I did not know we had a grab attack. Oh, geez. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, that grab attack almost screwed me. Could be here in the corner. Nope, not the one. Over here. Yep. Oh, come on, come on, one more. No, one more. Dadgummit, the crystal freaking sage. All right, that's it, guys. I'm turning it off. We're done. Good night. Just kidding. Nobody had that on their bingo card. You got 2 bone shackles in the catacombs. That's awesome. NV, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream tonight, man. Finally finished your Dark Souls 2 walkthrough and your Elden Ring 1 after finish Dark Souls 3. I'll play Sekiro or Bloodborne next. That's awesome. Enjoy. DS2 is ridiculously baller. Respec, no forced NG+, bonfire settings, power stance, unique movesets. Only gripe is certain animations. Yeah, there are some janky hitboxes, etc. Greedy equals death. Yep. At least it's not nameless. I'd rather it be nameless than freaking Crystal Sage. I was way greedy on those R1s though. That was my problem. The greed got me. No one predicted Crystal Sage. That's correct. As no one should have predicted Crystal Sage, as I should absolutely not die to the Crystal Sage, but hey. Would have hurt more to die anyways. I mean, you know, the cope is real, man. Now, what if we get to the end and Crystal Sage is my only death? I beat Nameless King first try, every other boss first try. Crystal Sage is my only death. Times 2. I'm really struggling here, guys. This is not how I drew it up. Don't want to permanently... Oh, I could have permanently lost my souls there. That would have sucked. Are you seriously doing phase 2 now, even though I didn't hit you? All right, you're over there in the corner. Top off health, because why not? All right, in his original spot. I've got you now. See, easy boss. A lot of souls to lose, yep. I mean, I'm not spending any of these. I just don't want to lose my souls, you know, it's the principle. What's up, Mind Freak? How's it going? Welcome to the stream tonight. Hopefully caught you on the last DS3 video. This is it. You're not leveling any more souls. Don't matter. You always easily get what you need for shops, of course. It's just the concept. I just don't want to lose them, you know. I want to hang on to them. What level are you? I am 125. All right, gonna rest up. Spend everything after getting it done. Perhaps. Is there a level cap in Dark Souls 3? There is if you level everything up to 99. Which would take an extremely long time to do, by the way. Can't believe I died to the freaking Crystal Sage. Will ever do a Black Myth Wukong 100%? I mean, I did 100% it on live streams. I'm not planning on doing a guide for it, though. At least it wasn't Gravity. I'd almost rather it be Gravity. Hold on a sec. Did I play Crimson Desert yet? Nope. I have not. I've been busy doing this guide. I haven't played anything but Dark Souls 3 in a long time. What's the next game? For me, Bloodborne. And then I mentioned earlier, well, not tonight, but a couple days ago, the 10,000 subscriber special. I'm going to attempt to guide my wife through Elden Ring. She so graciously agreed to play in celebration of 10,000 subscribers. Elden Ring is not her type of game. She's never played any sort of Souls-like game before, so it'll be completely a new experience for her, and also a true test of my skills. Like, can I guide a completely blank slate, fresh player through the game? We'll see. Plus, y'all will get to meet my lovely wife, who is so graciously allows me to do this kind of stuff and is very supportive of it. So I owe a lot to her for being patient with me and all this stuff. Need to not fall here. Hard to read chat in this spot, I gotta say, but I'm gonna do my best. So what's next? A lot of y'all are asking that. I mean, I'm going to do Bloodborne, and then I have some catching up to do on my backlog, so it'll be mainly like live streams of those types of games. I plan to do a couple maybe like retro type games later this year. I know Metal Gear Solid 2 has like a 25th anniversary this fall. I'm planning on playing that in celebration of the Metal Gear Solid 2 25th anniversary. Maybe a couple others. There's rumors of the Ocarina of Time remake. Would definitely be up for playing that for sure. We got Duskbloods coming out at some point this year, allegedly. Are these guys going to follow me all the way through here? Really? No, it's a monumental achievement for your channel, so gotta be a part of it. Okay, I think yeah, I think I was just addressing that comment. At this rate, you're facing the aimless with no death. I've already died. I died to Crystal Sage. Yeah, embarrassing. I've heard Crimson Desert has a lot of issues. I mean, it's gotten mixed reviews, and I feel like I've already missed the boat on it, so I'm probably going to end up passing on it when all's said and done. I don't know when I would have time to get around to it, and it's a huge game. I have not played No Rest for the Wicked. Looking forward to that. Dude, I'll guide my wife as well. Says not play Souls games. She's really being a champ for this, by the way, because it is really not her cup of tea. Minecraft stick only run. I've never played Minecraft before. Guide her towards the... I'm gonna leave her to her own devices for that part just to see what happens, you know? I'm not gonna tell her not to go to the Tree Sentinel, you know, just see what happens. She can do it. She's got the best teacher. I'm gonna do my best, my man. She does like platformer games. She plays, you know, she plays a lot of Mario. She was into Banjo-Kazooie back in the day. Back before, you know, we even dated. We bonded a little bit over Banjo-Kazooie. 'Cause that's one of my favorite games. Was mega hype for Crimson Desert, but the obnoxious controls and bad quests, I can't take it. Yeah, as I said, I've heard very mixed things about Crimson Desert, so I'm perfectly happy to pass on it. We'll fight Kirk again. Why not? Oh, he's behind me. Okay. She'll do great. I have faith. What type of gamer? Yeah, she's very casual, you know. Doesn't play hard stuff. Isn't big into like action adventure RPG type games. She plays Roller Coaster Tycoon. but it'll be a fun little experiment. I tried to get my wife to play Bloodborne. She got to Bloodstarved Beast and died too many times for her to want to continue. She appreciates the game and likes watching them, but won't play them anymore. Everyone's next is GTA 6 eventually. What's up, Night Duck? How's it going? Been going through your Dark Souls 200% guide and it's done great. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Glad you're enjoying it. Zero interest in GTA. I've actually never played any GTA game. I know that's blasphemy to some, but it's the truth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Don't hate me. So weird, won't stop playing Souls games until I do every kind of build. My OCD is so bad. Would I play Wu Chang? I have not played it yet. That's another game I just feel like I missed the boat on it. Your wife was Spyro. Yeah, my wife does like, she likes Crash as well. She likes Mario Kart. Crash Bandicoot. She does like Crash. I was actually just talking about that. It's funny until then I read your comment. Platforming is hard if she used those and the reactivity it takes. She'll get the hang of the Elden Ring. Yeah, the main thing I'm a little bit concerned about is like just the timing of when to attack and stuff like, and just getting the feel for combat. Like she's never played like a real-time combat type game before where you have free roam, lock onto targets. Like, I mean, I have a huge background in Zelda, so going from that to this actually felt really natural. She doesn't have that background at all. She's never really played Zelda. But yeah, she does have a lot of platforming experience, so kind of that spatial awareness is at least somewhat there. How it'll translate into this game, or Elden Ring rather, it's TBD. Right, there's our Ring of Favor +2. Going to the rafters is risky. I mean, I've already died, so it doesn't really matter, so whatever. I've already died. Who gives a crap? Oh, geez. I don't even need to go to Rosaria. Guess I'm just doing this for fun. Well, I needed to get back down here anyways. I'll use this to ride the bridge down. A lot of people doing too much respecking over here. That's why you don't respec. Turn in one of these things. That's what great that your wife bonded over games. That and SpongeBob. My fiance don't play games except Mario Kart and once in a blue moon. Yeah, that's pretty much my wife. I mean, she played all of Mario Odyssey. She actually beat Mario Odyssey before I did, way back in like 2017, whenever that game came out. Did I play the Lies of P DLC? No, I have not. That is on my list of things to do. It's as I said, after this, I'm planning on doing quite a bit of damage to my backlog. That is part of the backlog. Played GTA 3 through 5, but done with it, not buying it. Spent over $2 billion making it. Yes, that is, the microtransaction abuse will be insane. Yeah, that I've heard insane things about how much it's cost to make GTA 6. That is ridiculous. I have never played It Takes Two or Split Fiction, no. Could be good to experiment with. If she actually likes being part of the stream, maybe that's a possibility. It's also a possibility that she may not like streaming. So who the heck knows? Another boss down. Got our Ring of Favor +2. Our next ring is going to be the Dark Stone Plate ring in Farron Keep. Hard pass on all GTA games. A lot of DS2 love in this chat and a little bit of GTA hate. That's surprising. Chris Kev, how's it going? Welcome to the stream tonight. Good to see you, dude. Sir Alone also says hard pass on GTA. Interesting. Yeah, back in the day, I really, like when I first got my PS2, I asked my mom for GTA 3. And she went to GameStop to go get it. And then the person behind the counter asked her who it was for. And then she said it was for me. And I was like 14 years old at the time. And my mom said that the dude behind the counter talked her out of it. And so I never got GTA 3 at that point in time. And then for whatever reason, even when I was, you know, a fully fledged adult, I was just never super compelled to go back and try it. I don't know why, but had I played, had that guy at GameStop not talked my mom out of buying the game, who knows, I could very well be quite the GTA aficionado. Who knows? Maybe this channel would be a GTA channel instead of a Soulsborne channel. Make sure when you got your wife through, it'll make it Friday or Saturday so you can watch. We're tentatively... I'm not making promises because I do have some setup things I have to take care of in order to make it to where both of us will be in here and the green screen will be big enough and all that kind of stuff. Tentatively shooting for this Saturday. We'll see. Could I please go a little slower? We got to take care of business. What's up, Yash? How's it going? Welcome to the stream tonight. What's up? Recently completed Dark Souls 2 walkthrough from your videos. Nice. Way to go. Hope you enjoyed yourself. That's how I am with Harry Potter. My mom wouldn't let me watch the movies. Now I don't really care to watch them or play the game. I have read all of the books. My son, my oldest son, my 10-year-old is on book 7. Poisoned. Oh, managed to not get poisoned. Up. All right, we'll fight the Dark Wraith. Pass on GTA games as well, but I did enjoy Vice City and GTA 3 when you were younger. Interesting. So you liked them back in the day, but not now. So the flame that's by the bonfire here is near where the next ring is. You're bed at 9 during the week. Is it because of your work schedule or what? GTA San Andreas and Vice City were pretty great. Remember my parents got me Black Ops 2 when it came out. I was only 12. So that's a funny thing is my mom, the same one who, at the advice of the GameStop employee, she bought me the Marshall Mathers LP Eminem CD when I was in like 7th grade. And but not Grand Theft Auto. Anyone here play PoE 1 or 2? I have not. All right, I think that's the ring back there. You get up at 3:45 a.m. Wow, dude, that is crazy. Did not miss the ring. You're a garbage man. Okay, very nice. Where at? So that requires getting up at 3:45, man. That is. I have mad respect for that. I would not be able to do that. South Dakota. Dude, so what do you do in the winter? Like, that would be absolutely brutal. All right, there's a Dark Stone Plate ring +2. I can't imagine the winters in South Dakota, period. Much less a job that requires you to be outside. Winters are brutal? I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, I live in Texas, so we have crazy hot and humid summers, but I tell people all the time, I'll take the Texas summer over like a northern winter any day, period. All right, sadly, I don't want to fight anything. I'm almost there. Come on, come on. And I'm too lazy to equip a dagger. A lot of you are probably wondering, why don't you just equip the dagger in quick step? How long did Covenant farming take me? I mean, I pretty much said how long each one took me for each video. Oh, you piece of crap. No, 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 no. Why did you follow me up here? All right, I should have iframes when I extinguish the flame. Extinguish thy flame. Yeah, Concords took me 5 hours. Sunlight metals and vertebrates combined took me like an hour, but that's because I had Cronus to farm them off of. Human dregs was like an hour. Swordgrass was like 2.5 hours. Pale Tongue, surprisingly, was only like 20 minutes. For COVID lockdown sent us home. I had to wake up at 4:30 to get to work by 7. Luckily, I've been full remotes. Dude. So I was hybrid, 3 days in office, 2 days work from home until this year when they made us come in on the 4th day. So I'm 4 days in office, 1 day from home now. But you're still fully remote, dude. You are living the dream, my friend. Good for you. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Why can't I use my coiled sword fragment? Oh, that's why, because I'm being invaded by Hazel. I'm kind of screwed right now. Yeah, I'm like more than kind of screwed right now. I'm like moderately screwed. Crap, I always whiff on the stupid basilisks. Oh gosh. Pew 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 pew. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Got him. And you're out of Estus. Oh, you got combos. Ah! This is way sketchier than I would like for it to be. All right, there we go. Now I can warp. Minus 50 wind chill and you're out there, dude, picking up, dude. I cannot fathom. I mean, do you guys fight over like who gets to be the driver? Yeah, keep rolling, 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 dude. I was a big Limp Bizkit fan back in the day, man. You think Bale is the hardest dragon in the Souls series? There's a case to be made, for sure. I think many would probably still say Midir is hardest, but Bale, I mean, especially if you're fighting him solo, Bale is quite challenging. Can't ever leave my job. Luckily, I like it. That's good. I mean, do you have decent job security as well? To be honest, I was listening to what you said about the drop odds and time it took, and I thought, oh, that's nothing. It's all relative. I have faith in you. Thank you, Cynthia. Appreciate it. Spend entire days and weeks grinding other games. Yeah. I mean, I'm not that type of guy. I know some people that do play those types of games, or especially like MMOs where you're constantly grinding for gear or loot boxes or whatever. Like the farming in this seems trivial. It's all good. Farming over 15 hours from the Covenant items and you're still not done. Yeah, sometimes RNG is just not on your side, man. Concord took you 17 out, like that's insane. Concord took 17, Shackles took 10 or 11. Didn't realize I only needed 10 drugs and 10 tongues. So oh no, so you farmed 30 of those. Ouch. What's up, Built? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Here to say congrats on the completion milestone. Thank you so much. We're not quite there yet. We're most of the way there. We still got a little bit of a ways to go. All right, Ring of Steel Protection comes up in the Catacombs here. Speaking of which, chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. That's absolutely right, man. Sometimes in the car, I listen to Limp Bizkit will come on shuffle or whatever, and I'll be with my wife, and she gets really annoyed because I get like really into it. And I always laugh about how every song he'll either say the name of the band, he'll say Limp Bizkit, or he'll say Fred Durst, or he'll say both in like every song. Sometimes when I'm alone in the shower, I'll go like crazy Limp Bizkit, like Fred Durst voice. Okay, I'm in danger. Yeah, guy. All right, first phase done. Moon, what is up with the $10 donation? Just want to say thanks for the guide. Been awesome following along this journey. Hearing you talk about Blood War makes me want to play it next. Absolutely, that would be probably the best decision for you. Would recommend. I do a pretty good job security. I work for SanDisk. Can't say what exactly. Awesome. I'd tell you, but I'd have to kill you. My first concert ever was Korn when you were 16. That is awesome, dude. Oh, yes. I loved listening to Korn back in the day. Linkin Park was my first ninth grade. I was literally listening to Linkin Park directly before streaming this. I've been in this for whatever reason. I've been listening to like Hybrid Theory and Meteora on repeat. It's been awesome. Have you seen Fred Durst lately? He looks like an old, he's definitely got the old man vibes going on. It's wonderful. He embraces it. Yeah, I was full into like the new metal craze back in the early 2000s. Wasted all my stamina rolling around. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. All right, I can't die here. I'm gonna die. I don't know how I didn't die there. That was lucky. I got the backstab. All right, there we go. Grandpa Durst for sure. Yeah, my first ever concert was Blink-182 the day before I started my freshman year of high school. Much love, Dadbot. I'm going to continue my journey on Dark Souls 3. Really love your content. Keep up all the great work. Thank you so much, Sir Alone. You have yourself a great night. Good luck on your playthrough. All right, this ring's a little bit sketchy. You got to drop down to get it. So I'm going to take out these enemies so I'm not like rushing it here. I'm gonna take you back here so I don't fall off the bridge. Vertebrae shackle? No. That would have been funny though. I would have laughed. All right, here's our ring. Gonna drop down on this thing. Gonna go like catty corner and go bloop like that. Ring of Steel Protection +2 and almost got memed. I am the Senate. It's treason then. All right, our next ring is in the Demon Ruins. All right, that's enough. I went to the wrong spot. Dang it. Actually, does this link? I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Crap. No, no, no. I'm stuck. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm stuck. Oh, no. Oh, All right. Well, at least my only death isn't to the Crystal Sage. So now my souls are over there. And I don't exactly like straight up remember how to get there. Slightly problematic. I don't want to permanently lose those souls. Hope your wife falls in love with Elden Ring masterpiece game. Have to stop by for sure. Turned on your channel notifications. Thank you so much, Cynthia. I could use a Ring of Sacrifice, but that would be boring. Almost made it out, but I got sniped. Favorite Star Wars character. All right, we're going to take this legit. I'm going to fight these guys. Reduce the risk of repeating history. These are the guys that got me killed. They followed me really far. Favorite Star Wars character. That's legitimately a difficult question. Jar Jar Binks. There we go. Got him back. Grogu. Darth Maul, definitely a candidate. Oh, forgot. Off for the night, gotta finish. Requiem. Okay, very nice. Enjoy. Darth Jar Jar, the Emperor of the Galaxy. I was gonna choke and say it's Rey Skywalker, but I didn't want to get banned. You know. Yeah, so the new trilogy, I mean, I have gone off on many a rant about the new trilogy on this channel. I'm gonna die again. I'm not a fan of the new trilogy. But of the three, Rise of Skywalker is by far my favorite one. I did die to Wolnir in New Game Plus. Obi-Wan has to be the right answer. The new trilogy is stinky. I mean, it had potential. It definitely had potential. I'm gonna fight Wolnir, then go down to the Demon Ruins. Yeah, as I said, it had potential, but just about every bit of that potential was completely wasted. Episode 8 to this day is the only Star Wars movie that I've only seen once. I saw it once on day one in theaters, and I've never seen it again, and I never really cared to, quite frankly. Oh crap, I might be screwed. Oh, he blew the smoke ahead of him, but I didn't get hit by it. That was nice. I'm getting in it. Ah, good, good. All right, that's 3 deaths. I'm a dum-dum. That's the same thing that killed me the first time. Like, why am I so greedy? I'm so friggin' greedy, dude. Whoops. Totally meant to heal there. I like 7 mostly because of the huge nostalgia fan service. I know it's basically a beat for beat repeat of 4, but I don't hate that. And I do like Rise. I didn't like 8. Yeah, 8 completely killed the whole thing. Looking forward to Dune 3 this fall. I haven't seen any of the Dune movies. I know, disappointing. Overall, all-time Star Wars favorite for me is obviously Darth Raven, given my profile picture, but you mean from the movies and it can only be Vader. Classic. Kathleen Kennedy came in, ruined Star Wars, and then dipped. I mean, I don't have any faith in whoever her successor is either, for that matter. I mean, did George Lucas have a hand in appointing Kathleen Kennedy at all? Or was that purely a Disney decision? I can't remember. She was like, what, president of Lucasfilm or whatever her position was. I forget what her actual title was, but I just couldn't remember if Kathleen Kennedy was at all a part of it before he sold Lucasfilm or not. I don't recall at all, to be honest. All right, don't go back in the mist again. It's really easy not to. Just don't be stupid and you're fine. And here I am being stupid again, but I think we can pull it off. There it is. It's for sure a Disney thing. Yeah, I couldn't remember if she was at all a part of Lucasfilm before he sold it off. It just baffles my mind how you can make a new trilogy and have absolutely no vision and no continuity from the top. Like, how? I mean, okay, yeah, you can have different directors for the different movies in this series. I mean, that type of stuff happens all the time. It happens with movies, it happens with TV shows where you have different directors throughout the series. But you have to have someone from the top casting a cohesive vision for the whole thing. You can't let one director do one thing for episode 7, bring in a different director for episode 8, and then give him complete control, and then allow him to just decide to crap over everything that was set up in the first movie and do his completely his own thing. And then you have the original guy come back in for 9 and then retcon everything that was done in 8. Like, just a complete disaster. How can you not, like, how can you just let that happen? I don't understand. Like, at that level of leadership, how can that fall through the cracks? It is completely baffling. George Lucas was disgruntled after selling Star Wars. He chilled for a while, probably did the legal threats he had to. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not happy with how things turned out, and rightfully so. But then again, he's the one that made the call to sell it, so it's not like he's completely free and clear from any culpability. You blame Disney. Lucas is a jerk in real life. I waited on him when I was really young. Really? He used to come to the restaurant every Saturday and none of his staff wanted to wait on him. Interesting. Where was this at? What restaurant? For the most prominent media franchise in history also, yeah, for sure. Such a shame, such a shame. Dr. Protein, what is up, my friend? Welcome to the stream tonight. Hope you're doing fantastic. So far, so good. Have a few deaths along the way, but hey, it is what it is. We're having ourselves some good fun. Our next ring is in here. The Flame Stone Plate ring +2. It's in the room with the Black Knight. Turns out these guys have a lot of poise. There's another group. Kill him. Kill him. Got one tapped. Oh, I was going to go for the backstab. Okay. Trading blows. There we go. Hey, got the great axe. How about that? And back here, have our Flame Stone Plate ring +2. And that's all we need from in here. So we're going to warp to our bonfire. You're in the Bay Area. Okay. Lives nearby. Robin Williams was super cool, though. Rest in peace. All right. We got to go back to Wolnir. Off to Irithyll. How's the kiddo? He went back to school today. He is back in action. All systems go for now. So my two boys both got sick. My oldest son got sick about a week ago. Then, of course, my middle son got sick the other day. So we got one left who hasn't caught whatever it is this thing is that's going around. So hopefully she's spared, and hopefully me and my wife are spared. We'll see. We shall see. All right, this guy's sketchy. So I got 3 deaths. Got 1 death to Crystal Sage, 1 death to skeletons in the Catacombs, 1 death to Wolnir. Very likely could die to this thing. This guy's a pain. There it is. So that's 4 deaths. Never would have guessed any of those deaths, yeah. Well, you know. Sucks to suck, as they say. As long as I don't lose my souls permanently, I'll be pretty happy about that. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay, I get it. I get it. You don't like me. That's fine. You don't have to like me. There we go. Someone did say Irithyll, though, would be my first death. It ended up being my 4th death. You make it look easy sometimes. I have learned through many a failure. Section with 2 of those wrecked me so many times, even pulling them separately. Had a horrible time on them. The bridge here didn't have any issue with. Yeah, the spot would double the 2 beasts. Can get real sketchy. It reminds me of the basement of Sin's Fortress with the 2 Titanite demons. Fun times. Pontiff almost killed me in New Game Plus. You must be playing PvP to farm the drops for all the achievements. I did do PvP for some of them. Concords, you can't really do PvP, or you can't like force the PvP encounters. The Sin's Fortress basement is the only place I never went to in Dark Souls 1. Wise choice. Never saw until watching her playthrough, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going for that. I forget in that walkthrough, did I do it? I don't think I went down there the first time I went to Sin's Fortress. I'm pretty sure I came back to it later, didn't I? Guessing that's why you're not spending souls and you're level 125. Yeah, I'm staying at level 125. I went back later. Okay, yeah, but... The funny thing is, if you don't kill him on the bridge up there, he jumps down here. If you don't kill him up there. Owen, how's it going? Welcome to the stream tonight. Hope you're doing well. Give me some Estus soup. Yum, yum. Delicious. All right, next ring coming up. Wood grain ring is just past this room. I'm going to kill the Silver Knight on the first floor. Staring at that picture. Guinevere. It's got a crush. So back here, wood grain ring +2. Londo Pale Shade. Pew 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 pew. Whoop. Pretty sure that's the only one of those enemies with a scythe. Could be wrong though. All right, should the unthinkable happen, we have the shortcut. I'm actually probably gonna need to go out and go around because it's too many enemies on me right now. There we go. Perfect. Already did a full playthrough of the game, but at least have a reason to fully finish it. Very nice. Good luck on Pontiff. Thank you so much. Gonna try not to underestimate him this time. Some people like to parry him. I've never been good at parrying him. Always get baited by the AoEs. Got rid of the shadow. Nice. Ran out of stamina for that combo. All right. One more hit. And we're done. That actually went better than it did in New Game Plus. I was quite a bit more patient there. All right, so next ring is by the Yorshka bonfire. You got to drop down for the Havel ring +2. Stun on this dude is trippy. Took me a few attempts. Yeah, my first playthrough, I think it took me like 8 or 9 tries. He was my big road. He was my first big roadblock boss. Everything else I had steamrolled through to that point, but Pontiff was the first one that that one took me a little bit. Finished your Sekiro playthrough and loved the game. Awesome. Love to hear it, man. This is New Game Plus Plus. This is the last playthrough required for the Platinum Trophy. There are rings that are required for the ring trophy that you can only get in New Game Plus Plus or later. So that's what we're doing now. We're getting those last few rings that we need for the trophy. And thus, the Platinum Trophy. The ring trophy is the only one we have left. Now, I will say it is possible, if you started with the life ring like we did, that the game may not give you credit for it. It's possible. And if you don't get the trophy, even though you've gotten all the rings, if you started with the life ring, get the Dream Chasers, Ashes, and Farron Keep. And then after you get those, turn those into the Shrine Maiden. And then buy the life ring. And then if it's glitched because you started with it, then it should pop. It's more like 2.5. Well, it's 2.95 playthroughs. You don't have to technically beat the game. Actually, you don't even have to beat the Twin Princes to get the platinum here. In that final playthrough, you don't have to beat the Twin Princes. You don't have to beat the Soul of Cinder. You just got to get to the roof of the archives, basically. This is where you got wrecked. I think the archers in Dark Souls 1 are way harder. That's just me. I can't remember. Do I have to put this thing all the way back down to get to the bonfire? I'm going to go in and kill Aldrich while I'm up here. See if I get a proof. That'd be hilarious. Nope. I will get a proof over here, though. And I'm going to get it. There we go. And unlock the door for good measure. Not gonna fight the spider monkey though. Ah, don't want to get cursed. Ow. Good old Aldrich. I've lost count of my deaths. Is it still 4? Like the last one I died was to the beast on the bridge, right? Still hit me? Really? Ah, the arrows. Dang it. Hey, didn't do the AoE there. I mean, he teleported. Oh, is he doing arrows? No. Yeah, arrows will kill you in phase 2 if you don't run. And they last longer in phase 2. Harder to dodge. But we're done. Five deaths. What was the one after the beast? Did I die again after him? I can't remember. All right, we're going back here, going to Yorshka's bonfire. I think I have to send the contraption back down to get to her bonfire, if I remember right. All right. See if I'm right. Okay. Forget which shiny it is, but I'm going to pick them all up. All right, not that one. I think it's this one right here. Nope. This one. Here we go. Howl's Ring +2. All right. Next, we got a magic stone plate ring +2. I go all the way through the dungeon. You know the answer to your lack of Souls walkthrough? You just got to get Miyazaki to shadow drop DS4. Dude, I wouldn't even be mad. Oh, that didn't hurt him. Didn't fall off. Roll spam. Not today. So for no-hit runs, I don't think I've watched a proper Dark Souls 3 no-hit runs, but does part of the no-hit criteria involve not getting your health reduced by the jailers? Because technically that would be a hit, right? How many lines of notes did DS3 end up being? 2,421. I'm looking at the last row right now. We're not there yet, but we're close. I don't think it counts as it can't kill you outright. Just reduces the max. Yes, but I mean, you're technically taking damage. Because I've heard by some accounts that like even taking build up counts as a hit for some people. These rats follow you all the freaking way. Only one did this time. We will be back for Nameless. How many souls does that give you? Large soul of a seasoned warrior. Okay, that's not as much as I would have expected. Managed to get through without taking any health reduction there. I wonder if he can fit through here. All right, we got the magic stone plate +2 coming up. I definitely went up the wrong ladder. As always, rip Sir Gilligan. To go around here. And down here. And boop. Magic stone plate ring +2. I'm lazy, just gonna warp back to the bonfire. All right, next up we got the Sage Ring +2, and that is in the Consume King's Garden, but first we're gonna kill Yorm. And for Yorm, I'm gonna equip the Storm Ruler before going into the boss room. Nope. What's up, Jesse? How's it going, my friend? Good to see you tonight, man. Oh crap. Wasted that one. Got whacked. Ow. There we go. Didn't get the full charge. Dang it. And boom. All right. Very nice. Wrapping up the game tonight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is going to be it for the Dark Souls 3 walkthrough, and consequently, we will have From Software 100% all achievement walkthrough completion after this is done. What weapon is that? That is the Storm Ruler.
Prince Lothric is in your hands.
Where does that drop? You get it in the boss room. Must be happy you're almost done. I mean, it is a little bit bittersweet. This has been a dream of mine for a long time now. And it is a little bit surreal that it's almost over.
Lothric is in your hands. Please save his soul. Tell him what he must be, Anor.
Red Ferret, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Yo, use walkthroughs all the time. Nice to catch you live. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Remind me of the weapon in Rykard's arena. It is very similar in concept, yes. Greedy. Might pay for it. I'm out of stamina. Oh. Nice. Hot to heal, though. Ah, no, 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 no. Don't you dare. Ah, crap. Those combos will get you. I had a clean shot there and I didn't take it. Come on, one more. There we go. One of the best fights in the game, in my opinion. Did not mean to gesture there, but I'll take it. Over for now, indeed, indeed. Until the next one. Wonder if Dust Buzz will get a port at some point, aka trophies. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna hold out on a walkthrough until if it ever gets ported. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe it'll warrant a who the heck knows. I mean, of course I'm going to play it thoroughly, but. I wouldn't want to do a walkthrough on Switch just to have it ported later and then have to do another one with trophies. All right, so the way to get to this next ring, the Sage Ring +2, we got to drop off on the elevator halfway down. Oops, totally meant to kick there. IDK what game it was, would always do the sit emote at the most inconvenient times. That would probably be Bloodborne. So drop, you gotta go back this way, and then the ring is back here. Drop again, and then the ring is right over here. You don't technically need to jump. It looks like you do, but you don't need to. All right, Sage's ring +2 acquired. Next ring is life ring +3. We get that and dark fire link after champion Gundyr. And I am out of moss clumps, blooming ones. I'm going to try to not get toxined if I can help it. I'm going to go ahead and unlock the shortcut, though. So Dust Bloods PvP isn't required. I mean, I think it's kind of central to the game mechanics, but of course, people would say the same thing about co-op and Night Rain, and you can solo Night Rain for sure, but I think, I don't know. We just don't know enough to know if there is a single player version or single player option available. Based on how it's been described, I would think not. And I'm pretty sure early on after Night Rain was announced, it was made clear that you could play it solo if you wanted to. I don't know if that's been made clear about Dustbloods yet or not. Or yeah, I don't know. So Unless someone knows something that I don't, but I wish Nintendo did trophies. It is very weird that they don't. Very curious to see what Dust Blood's all about. Me too. I mean, I loved Night Rain, so definitely excited to give Dust Bloods a try. Because you guys remember, I was pretty skeptical about Night Rain at first, so, but it won me over in a very major way. Then I'm doing a walkthrough for this game too. I'm talking about for Dusk Bloods. Okay, that was totally stupid. Night Rain looks cool, but the speedrun aspect of the game makes me anxious. I mean, I thought I'd be... You guys know me. I love to take my time and explore. So believe me when I said I had that same concern about Night Rain. It was an adjustment, to be sure. It was a huge adjustment for me, but I ended up loving it. Dude trying to hit me through the fog wall. Did not let him succeed. I saw what he was up to.
Where have you gone? Are you hiding from me? Come out. Come out.
This boss always scares me. This fight can go south really quick. Top off health here. Seems like a wise thing to do. Top off again. Okay, that probably wasn't the smart thing to do. I got penalized for that. Stop it! Dadgummit. All right, Doc, you have a good one, man. Am I going to do Dust Bloods? I mean, it depends. It's, as we've been talking about, it's not going to have trophy support from the get-go unless it gets ported. Did I ever go back and play the new classes that got added in Night Rain? Yes, I did. I did. So I did the whole, I covered the whole game, the base game and the DLC. Whoops, the shortcut is over here. Love the fast-paced element of Night Rain. Super satisfying indeed. Like once you learned it and got good at it, indeed it was very satisfying. I got all those souls on the line now. That was death number 5, I think. Watch a thrall come over here and push me over the edge. I don't think I'm even followed. That's good. Just started snowing again. Mother Nature's unfair. Dude, it's April. Holy crap. Does it usually snow this late? Or I guess this at this point in the year? Oh, my souls are all the way back there. Sucks. Snow in April almost feels illegal. Even for Canada, dude. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, some moves he does, it breaks your lock on.
Dear little Ocelot, where
Oh, I thought I could have got a riposte there. No? I think I probably could have got a riposte there. All right, there we go. Got it pretty easily that time. What's up, Lance? How's it going? Welcome to the stream tonight. You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They got curved swords. Curved swords. That must be a quote from something. I don't recognize it though. My bad. Usually stops around mid-April. Gotcha. Okay. Well, it's already a solid 85 degrees down here, so. Ah, from Skyrim. Okay, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Had a weird winter would be minus 40 C. The next week would be minus 5 and back to minus 40. Takes a toll on your sanity. Well, for me, I mean, that's all freezing, so, you know. It all sucks. If it's below 0, it all sucks. It was already 89 degrees here last week. Where's that at? That's pretty insane. All right, champ Gundyr. I'd rather be cold consistently so I can get used to it. I mean, as I said, anything below freezing. Oh yeah, the Bay Area. That's right. You said earlier. Yeah, anything below freezing is cold for me, so. That does seem warm for y'all. Like, it doesn't usually get that hot in the summers, does it? Why am I roll spamming? That was clutch. Alright, need to not die here. There we go. Give me that backswing. And all right, first try, nice. Oh, it gets up to 110 degrees plus. Okay, you're just north of San Francisco. Gotcha. For whatever reason, I thought the weather was more mild there, around there, year round. Heading to Victoria tomorrow, so there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Nice. That's right. He gave me trouble on the walkthrough. I died to him twice. But I beat him first try in my prep live stream. I beat him first try in New Game Plus, and now first try in New Game Plus Plus. Go figure. All right, so our life ring +3 is going to be behind the thrones. Here we go. All done. All right, we got 3 rings left. Got to get all the way to the top of the archives. And there's a ring on the way in Lothric Castle as well. So we'll go back to Dancer. Have I decided what I want to do next? I'm going to be playing Bloodborne next. And then we'll be doing my 10,000 subscriber special sprinkled throughout as well. Rip. Yep. I'm just gonna light this thing and bail. You do your Bloodborne playthrough as a casual, or do you go for Plat each time? It'll be a casual all bosses run. I'm not gonna be doing the Chalice dungeons. I have attempted speedruns before. And you know, they'd by no means be like a competitive speed run, but for me they're speed runs. My best time for all bosses Bloodborne is like 2 hours 40 something minutes. I did that a couple years ago. Look. I'm crazy with that fire. Give me a break. If I can run, please. They are not messing around with that fire. Holy crap. I'm gonna die. I can't heal. Same thing happened to me last time. I loved your Seinfeld analogy on leaving that last episode to a later date. I wish I had the self-control for that. I don't know why I decided to do that. It was shortly after my first son was born. I watched the entire series. And get the souls. There we go. I watched the entire series, and then I got to the end, and then just for whatever reason decided not to watch the last episode. And I was like, I technically have new material I could watch if I so chose one day. Breaking Bad's my favorite show. Could you imagine how... Dude, absolutely not. I mean, I've watched all of Breaking Bad multiple times. But yeah, I mean, for that, it is way harder to pass on that final episode because just of how the story goes, right? I think that was death number 6. Breaking Bad was great. It is quite incredible. I've seen it all the way through at least 3 or 4 times. All right. Jeez. Having so much trouble having the motivation for Dark Souls 200%. What part are you at? All right, so the next ring, Thunderstone Plate, is around here. Drop. Then you go back around here. And then, take in the view. Yes, 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 yes. So good. All right, right here. Thunderstone Plate ring +2. I'm gonna go ahead and warp out. Grew up watching Seinfeld as it aired with my mom. Nice. Watch that show an embarrassing amount of times. No regrets. You're at Black Gulch and the Rotten. Okay, yeah. That's a pretty that place can be pretty demoralizing. Get through the gutter. The gutter can be pretty treacherous, especially if you're going for lighting all of the torches. All right, time for the Dragon Slayer. Not the difficulty, I'm just having an issue with having fun with it, unlike Dark Souls Remastered. Gotcha. Ooh, good backstep. All right, I'm getting crushed. You missed. A swing and a miss. Ah, crap. Crap. Dude, that was legit almost a one-shot. And that almost killed me too. Crap. Yeah, that is a tough boss. He just does so much freaking damage and he can track you really well. Those games got absolutely immersed playing and then chose to 100% Dark Souls 2 just for the sake of all From Software you do Dark Souls 3. Hey man, at least you're doing it. Can respect that. And Sekiro, have you played any of Sekiro yet at all? Sekiro is wonderful. This game's pretty detailed with the brickwork and everything. DS3 was after Bloodborne. Yes, it was. It was 1 year after Bloodborne. Your fave shows are now Severance and Silo. Severance is next on our queue to watch, me and my wife. I tried Dragon Armor more than any boss in your ++ run. Wow. I think you died 8 times. Jeez. Mad inspiration from the Cathedral Ward. Oh yeah, there's definitely Bloodborne DNA in this game. You've never played Dark Souls 3, Jesse? Settle down. The tracking, dude. At least first phase, he lets you heal. Second phase, he has no chill. And then you have to dodge the butterfly attacks too from the edge. Too greedy. Stop it. Stop it, dude. Come on. I'm trying to separate myself here. You're taking it all personal. There we go. Leave me alone for like half a second, please. Keep having to heal, which then takes my windows away to attack. No, don't knock me over, dadgummit. How very man-eater of you. All right, he's the first boss to kill me twice. Is my wife actually going to play Elden Ring? That's the plan. She has committed. There's no backing down. All right, I've lost track of how many deaths that was. I think that was number 8. I don't know. I've lost track. Oh well. It was fun while it lasted. Didn't play all of it because I want to get better at parrying by practicing my timing and reaction speed by playing all of Dark Souls. I know there's a difference in parrying, but it will help timing practice. Gotcha. Which of the 3 Dark Souls games would you recommend doing New Game Plus the most? I would say Dark Souls 1 actually has the most challenging New Game Plus. Dark Souls 2 is cool. Whoa! Pick up the souls. Holy crap, almost lost my souls permanently there. Dark Souls 2 is cool because they add extra enemies and stuff and make New Game Plus an actual, like, different experience than base New Game. And then Dark Souls 3, the only difference between the two is that, like, Dark Souls 3 adds the extra rings and stuff, but other than that, it's pretty much identical. So if you like the additional surprises and stuff, then Dark Souls 2 would be the best New Game Plus. If you like the additional challenge, Dark Souls 1 would be the best New Game Plus. And then if you just like, I mean, Dark Souls 3 is my favorite game of the trilogy, so just sheer enjoyment factor, Dark Souls 3 is probably up there for me. Crap, don't roll over. Doing pretty terrible in a second phase. Good backstep there, buddy. Alright, would you stop? Let me heal. Dude, that shield bash. Going for it. All right, just need to heal up. One more time. One more hit. Should get him. Right here, right here, right here. Come on. No, he shield bashes. There we go. All right, 2 deaths. Not bad. Pretty tough boss. I'm not very good at this fight. Play Dark Souls 3 just to know where it landed with Bloodborne in its timeline. Oh, yes. Okay. Gotcha. Nier Automata and G Plus is so amazing. Just straight up changes the whole story and adds more content. Interesting. Your wife plays. She has to do her SpongeBob voice throughout. I will try to convince her. She has some like legit spot on impressions. It's actually quite interesting. That shield was the inspo for the Tree Sentinel shield in Elden Ring? Quite possibly. Good night, sir. Wish I could finish the rest of this with you. Thank you for your time and dedication to this guide. Till the next one. All right, Dark Goat. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out tonight, dude. Hated Dark Souls 2 when I finished my first playthrough, but now I'm having a blast replaying it. That's awesome. Love to hear it. I only got barely to half health. I might have to actually fight the 3rd phase. Wish I could 100% Bloodborne and Demon Souls on PC, but unfortunately not able to. Yeah, man. I wish I had something better to tell you, but I don't think it's ever coming out on PC, man. Forgot to wax myself. Oh well. To do seamless co-op? I think you need a mod for that, don't you? I'm playing on PS5. I bought a PS5 for those games. I mean, that's what you gotta do, dude. That's what you gotta do. I literally bought a PS5 for the Demon Souls remake, so otherwise I would not have gotten a PS5 at launch. For Souls, man, it's worth the price of admission. That's just me, but easy decision for me. Like, if any of these games ever I've never bought an Xbox console. I have not owned any iteration of Xbox ever. But if there was ever an Xbox exclusive Souls game, I'd be buying an Xbox immediately. Unfortunate for Duskbloods that I already do have a Switch 2 for my kids, so I don't have to go out and buy one. But if I did not already have a Switch 2, I'd be buying one for Duskbloods. Like for me, Souls games at this point are a non-negotiable for me. Zelda is pretty much a non-negotiable for me as well. Actually, I sent that elevator down. I don't think I can even use it because you have to unlock the door down there, which I didn't do, of course. Love your content. Currently up episode 14 of Dark Souls 2. Playing along. Very nice. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Hope you're doing well tonight. So glad I have a PS5 before the price change. I mean, I literally, once I saw the news of that price change, I ordered my Pro from Amazon. Like almost immediately after. Best decision was getting that PS5. Indeed, indeed. That was the difference maker for this channel for sure. Was that Demon Souls walkthrough. To fight the NPCs or not to fight the NPCs? I guess we'll do it. Come on. Oh, only one of them came over? Interesting. Oh, you have poise. You did the skill. You got poise. Oh, you got Estus too? Not dead yet. One more hit. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. All right, that's death. We'll call it death number 9, maybe. I don't know. I've lost count at this point, unless one of y'all in the chat's keeping track of them. I don't know. Ugh. And the shortcut is right past those guys, too. That really sucks. Oh, I'm all the way at the bottom. Yeah, you run past those guys, hit the elevator. That would, you know, I'm committed though. Now that I've, you know, I'm going to do this the dumb way. And I'm probably taking the long way around to this ladder too, aren't I? Oh. Not me getting lost in the archives. The Demon Souls walkthrough was a great walkthrough. Thanks, Mooweed. Appreciate that. That was a good time. Dadgum. Yeah, literally I took the longest possible way to get to this ladder. Like an idiot. Oh well, it's all good. You were AFK. How many rings are left? We have 2 rings left. Yeah, after all the time that I took taking the long way around, if I just went the normal way, it probably would have been faster than the way that I went. Oh well. I'm not going to run past them because I'm a glutton for punishment. I got because of it was my own greed, man. Time for Shrine of Amana. Not quite, thank God. Gotta get revenge, of course. And I'm gonna do it without rushing past for the elevator just because I'm stubborn. Sometimes stubbornness is an asset. Sometimes stubbornness is a liability. In this case, it's probably a liability. Be funny if I died on the way there. You know, it's really stupid not to fight this guy because he's going to chase after me along with the thralls. And they're probably not going to leash right here. Yep. Well, the knight did, but the thralls did not. Alright, got my souls back at the very least. Are you? Come here. Yes, you. I'm gonna use your own aggressiveness against you. All right. One of y'all be aggressive and come at me. Please. But not both of y'all. Just one. Got Mr. Iron Eye over here. That's my job. Oh, geez. That soul spear, man. All right, you come over here. All right, there we go. Nice. All right, easy peasy. I'm stubborn when I have to be, but I never say no to the easy wins and shortcuts if they're there for the taking. You know, sometimes, as they say, cut off your nose to spite your face type of situation. Can NPC mages run out of FP? That's a good question. Gluten allergy is real and denial is real, but I pay the price and I'm back after 20 minutes of a bathroom break. That's admirable. So in my first playthrough, this was my last ring to get, or so I thought. I thought the platinum was going to pop as soon as I got this ring, and then I picked up the ring and the platinum didn't pop. And I was really sad. Turns out I had missed the Chloranthy ring +2, and I had to go back and get it. All right, lingering dragon crest ring +2, very nice. Back to the bonfire and off to Arch Dragon Peak we go. Gotta fight the Nameless King, and then that is the grand finale. Is the Nameless King, and then we're donezo. See what bonfire? This one, right? Yeah. I'm a pasta and pizza main. My build comes with poison damage in order to buff the damage. All right, here we go. What if Nameless King takes me like 2 hours? First try. I like y'all's confidence. The dragon, the dragon, the dragon, the dragon. Here we go. What are your opinion on children's entertainment sources nowadays? Because I know for a fact there won't be a tablet in my house. Oh geez, man, we're gonna get into this. This is contentious territory here. Well, let me answer your question with a question. Do you have kids? If so, like what's your current strategy? Good luck. Thanks, Muweed. Ah. There we go. I just want to rest, bro. Is that can a guy please like there we go. Thank you. I died here in the New Game Plus as well. On the way, not from missing the plunge attack, but I died on the way. Only a PS5 with Elden Ring to unlock other games for my kids. Muid agrees with cheese. I don't have kids, and I'd like to think if I did, I wouldn't let them have tablets, but I'd never be able to know for sure. There's only one way to know for sure. They gotta beat a Souls game first. They gotta earn it, man. Gotta get the dung pies. BRB. There we go. Getting sniped by fireballs. Oh, don't roll off the edge. I almost rolled off the edge. That would have been bad. Thing is, oh geez, oh geez, oh geez, oh geez. Ooh, no! Dude, this is a risky, my souls are not in an easy spot. And I'm not using rings of sacrifice. Is this how I lose my souls? Stay tuned. Grew up in a single mother household with a younger brother, younger by 10 years. And I always try to stimulate his brain with the games I grew up with rather than hours on Roblox. Yeah, my kids have never played Roblox. They've never played Minecraft. They've never played Fortnite. I thought I was going to make it up that ladder. And then, man, that last fireball just barely got me. All right, so we'll just call that death number 10, death number 11. I don't know who's counting. Gamer Noob, what's up? Welcome back, dude. You think Minecraft is a good game for kids? My kids did get really into Geometry Dash, and it was a problem. All right, souls retrieved. There we go. Boom. Now to not miss the plunge. I didn't know that he could jump up like that. It is key to not miss the plunge. Head down. Head down. Boom. Raised by a single mother here as well, but I'm older. If my wife and I had kids, they would have been in their teens by the time tablets got popular, so would have skipped that generation. Gotcha. I think Minecraft is fine if it's Java, though. Not gonna lie, because it's a good opportunity for them to learn about arranging files and modding. 10 deaths is correct. Okay. Bedrock Edition, not so much. I don't even know what Bedrock Edition means. I've never played Minecraft myself. My kid has to play Ocarina of Time N64 before anything else. It's a requirement in our house. It's good character building, absolutely. Yeah, man, that Ocarina of Time remake, if it actually happens, dude, oof. That will be a day to remember. Give them Skyrim or Zelda. I think the open world RPG genre is mentally stimulating with good story. Good for character building. Yeah, my son has played I mean, on the RPG front, he's beat Mario RPG, the remake, and he's beat Paper Mario. He hasn't played like a full-fledged RPG though. He's 10 now. He's a little bit like squeamish, so I don't know like how well he would handle a Souls game or Elden Ring. He does get a little bit skittish with like monsters and stuff, so I don't know. But in the games he does play, he is actually really good. Like, he's better at games at his age than I was when I was that age, for sure. Here we are. It is time for some fun, eh? Your kid's got to beat Dark Souls 1 or Elden Ring before unlocking the other games. If you had kids, you'd have them play Pokemon. Skyrim would help him come over it, possibly. More than anything, hoping for some FS7 Part 3 news at Summer Games Search or anything. I want the games about. Yeah, dude, would love to see some news on. I mean, it's got to be sooner or later, right? Like, or sooner rather than later, I should say. You still get skittish with these games. Hate getting chased. Yes. That for me was a big issue for a while. I too have a fear of being chased. So I was an adult before I ever played the PlayStation version of RE3. Like, legitimately, I was too scared for that when I was in middle school, like when it first came out. And I didn't play it until I was an adult. I made myself play it before RE3 Remake came out. And that was the first time I had played it legitimately. Also, the first time I played the B quest in RE2 OG was before RE2 Remake came out. I forced myself to do it because I was too scared to do it back in the day. Because Nemesis and Mr. X used to freak me out, dude. Yeah, I should have known to run there. Oh well. Whoop, too early dodge, but made up for it. Oh, too late dodge right there. That was unfortunate. Give me the fire breath, dude. Please. Whiff. Okay. We're struggling a little bit here. Fire breath? There we go. Trying to snipe me, are you? And whiff, whiff. And he didn't whiff. Double chug. Give me another fire breath. No? Oh, come on. Ow. Thanks for that, Mr. Nameless. All right. Got the riposte. Phase 1 done. Wasn't pretty, but we got it done. Part 2 of OOT is holding water from the leaks I've been seeing. First thought it was an April Fool's thing, but there's been a few rumors leading that way. I mean, I'm gonna let them cook whatever they decide to do. It's hard to tell what's true, what's a leak, what's just a fun rumor. Yeah. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's all a rumor at this point, and I'm still not fully bought into the fact that it's even happening yet. I'll believe it when I see it. I was absolutely scared of Dodongo's Cavern and Re-Deads as a kid. Dude, Re-Deads used to terrify me, yes. And the Skulltulas, dude. The first encounter with the like the ones that drop from the ceiling, and the Deku tree, I legitimately almost quit the game right there. Not even kidding. I almost could not take the thought of spiders dropping from the ceiling. Like, I was legitimately almost gonna quit the game right there. And thank God I powered through, but it was yeah, I was having second thoughts. Oh, too early on that dodge. Dang it. Don't get comboed. Don't get comboed. No. Double chug. I like this move. Easy to dodge, easy to punish. 3 hits. Greedy. I was trying to get a stun there. Give me the stun. Give me the stun. There it is. Oh, I was about to get really greedy there. Way too early on that dodge. Holy crap, that was awful. Yeah! Trying to heal. There we go. Yes, this move. I like this move. And are we done? We're done. Easy boss. Easy boss. What a scrub. Whew. Oh. All right, got to catch up on chat here. I was locked in there, guys. Budman, what's up? Welcome to the chat. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in today. Good morning, DB. Just got to work here in Florida. Happy Easter to you and your family. Glad you could catch the last part of the epic walkthrough. Thanks for all you do. Best of luck. Thank you so much for the kind words. RE9 made Mr. X and Nemesis look like babies. RE9 is terrifying. Awesome. Ooh, that'll be good. I was already 16 when OOT came out, and it sold my N64 by that time it came out, and was all in on PlayStation playing JRPGs. To this day, I've never played. Oh, are you serious? But I've watched tons of. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, Ocarina of Time came out when I was in 6th grade, and I played it day one. I have the gold cartridge. Actually, I have it right here, believe it or not. This is my day one Ocarina of Time gold cartridge. Still cherish it. Only ever played Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom out of all the 3D Zeldas. Interesting. Yep. Both very good, though. Tears of the Kingdom was amazing. I take Tears of the Kingdom over Breath of the Wild, actually. That's pretty fair. Cheese, probably the first area that turns dark and eerie. Guess the Deku Tree was pretty scary, especially the Goma fight. I mean, the Goma fight didn't scare me as much. It was the Skulltulas just dropping, and then, like, I didn't know how to kill them. They would just, like, spin around and knock me back, and I didn't know how to fight them. And then eventually I learned, oh, you just wait for them to turn around, and then you hit their underbelly, and then they're dead. GG's, was that first try? It was indeed first try. That's right, Rinka, no big deal. You know what I hate about RE9? Everyone that makes YouTube videos of it gets age restricted. Really? Praise the sun, indeed. One shot. GG, congrats, bro. Thank you so much, guys. Have I seen Invincible? I have not. Those lizards in Dodongo's cavern were terrifying as 7 years old. Okay, yeah. The Lizalfos, are you talking about? All right. Yes, it is hitting me very much. It is the end, guys. This is the end. This is the moment that I've been dreaming of for a long time. And that's just assuming I didn't screw up somewhere and miss a ring. We're about to find out. You think Breath of the Wild better than Tears of the Kingdom? I mean, in my opinion, I think Tears of the Kingdom enhanced every system that Breath of the Wild established and added more on top of it. Couldn't think of the name. Yep, Lizalfos. Is it this staircase? Here it is, guys. This is row number 2421. on my spreadsheet. $2,421 rows complete. Imagine missing one ring. I mean, I would check and find out pretty quickly which one it was. All right, guys, you ready? I don't know if I'm ready. This might be, like we were talking about my community note earlier today, this might be my last episode of Seinfeld. Like, I always will have more walkthrough left to do. I can just say, guys, pick up this ring and you're done, and I just never do it, and then just know that I could always do it at some point in time in the future if I wanted to, just knowing that I still have that out there. All right, here we go. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. I'm not gonna leave y'all hanging. All right, here we go. We're gonna do a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. There it is. We've done it, ladies and gentlemen. Holy crap, it's done. Oh, wow. That is an insane feeling. Wow. So we started things off with Bloodborne. Did Demon Souls. Did Sekiro. Elden Ring. Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Night Rain, Shadow of the Erd Tree. It's all done. Pretty crazy. It's all done. So. Ooh. It's gonna take a bit to sink in. Like, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and, like, not believe that this... I'm going to have to, like, go back and watch it to actually believe that it actually happened. Holy crap. So, I just want to say thanks to everybody. I know I said it at the beginning of the stream. I'm going to say it again to everybody who's watching now, to everybody who's watching tomorrow, the next day, a year from now, 5 years from now, whatever. This channel would not exist. Like, this playthrough, this game, like, this walkthrough... would not exist if it weren't for y'all, like, coming and hanging out and supporting the channel and all that stuff. Like, just doing a little bit of reflection here. I told my wife before, so I ordered a PS5 from Amazon to get it day one to play Demon Souls. And I told my wife, you know, I had invested a decent amount of, you know, relatively speaking, a decent amount of time and resources into the channel. You know, my wife went out on a limb, believed in me, and was cool with me, you know, spending the extra time on this stuff. And, you know, I went about a year and a half without seeing much fruit from it, just because, you know, YouTube is a very competitive area. You're competing for people's attention and camaraderie and that type of stuff. And, you know, people, if they don't know you, it's hard for them to go out on a limb, you know? And so... it took a while for things to get traction, and so I told my wife, I was like, I'm going to do this walkthrough for Demon Souls, and if it doesn't go anywhere, I think I'm done. And, you know, because it is an investment to do this kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun, but especially with a family and stuff like that, I mean, it does require some form of investment above and beyond, you know, kind of what you would normally do, just gaming casually for fun. And so I said, yep, this is gonna be my last ditch effort. And so we did the Demon Souls walkthrough day one, and then that ended up, you know, being the catalyst. And then here we are now. One thing led to another. And now here we are. Pretty freaking crazy. And I'm pretty pumped about it. So, wow. Glad you guys were here live. Those of you who are here today, thank you guys so much. Made this stream a lot of fun. So, yeah. And of course, I mean, I would be remiss if we didn't just finish this playthrough, right? Like, we're going to beat the Twin Princesses and we're going to beat the Lord of Cinder and all that stuff. So I I'd feel wrong if I cut it off here. So we're gonna see this thing through. But yeah, the platinum trophy. Holy crap. This, as far as the walkthrough is concerned, the walkthrough's over. But I'm going to finish this playthrough here. You have 2 bosses left. I already have the shortcut to the top of the thing, so. So hyped to be here for this. Thank you so much. Cue the victory music, absolutely. History was made, indeed, indeed. Congrats on the platinum. Thank you for everything. Looking forward to the future. Thank you so much, Muid. Boom, indeed. Thank you so much, Jesse. Congrats, DB. Lado's here for this. So happy to have found your channel. You're such a great maker of guides. Hope nothing but the best for you and continue to grow and have fun. Appreciate it so much. Sliffin. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know, but I appreciate it. This is a W speech. Thank you so much, Cheese. Proud of you, bro. Appreciate it, Muid. Red Ferret, you were here indeed. Yes, sir. Budman, you're 21 when OOT came out. Yeah, I was 6th grade, so that would be what, like 11, 12, something like that. Well, it was 97. Or wait, no. It was 98, right? So I was 11. Yep. Sliffin with the $50 donation. Let's go. Thank you so much, Sliffin. Really appreciate your generosity. Thank you so much, Sliffin. Congrats, and thanks so much for the walkthroughs, you bet. Thank you so much for watching, EK. Appreciate you. Finish strong? Yep, that's what we're going to do, dude. You gonna make these videos on YouTube? Yes, they're gonna, like, the stream will be part of the playlist. So people that are following along can do the, you know, following along through the whole playlist. This will be at the end so they know what to, where to go for all the rings for New Game Plus and New Game Plus Plus, all that stuff. I would have literal dollars changes if I can get a new GPU in a few days. What's up, Ghosts? Your legend, Dadbot. Thanks for everything. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, ma'am. Okay, my bad. My bad. Oh, my goodness gracious. Am I playing RE9 after Bloodborne? That is the plan. That is the plan. I'm very much looking forward to RE9. But yes, Bloodborne will be next. I think he fell off. That's funny. Do 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 do. All right. I should have just triggered the elevator and then not ridden it down, but oh well. So if all goes well, the 10,000 subscriber special Mrs. Dadbod playthrough of Elden Ring could start on Saturday. That's kind of the target, but it just depends if I can get everything set up correctly for it. No Armored Core? I've never played Armored Core. Look at this guy trying to pad the stream. I mean, so for Dark Souls 2, I cut it off because you get the stuff you need at Drangleic Castle. And so that's like the halfway point of the game. Here, I only have 2 bosses left, so I feel like it's only proper just to finish the thing. Hell, one in an elevator is a Universal Souls experience. Absolutely. It is absolutely like just compulsive at this point. But oh, he's doing his blade beam. Too early on that roll. Greedy. Greedy. Gonna get me killed. Blade beam. It's actually a really good opportunity to heal when he does a blade beam. And then, of course, if you miss the dodge afterwards, then you're still screwed, but... Yeah, he really punishes heals. There we go. Did I finish after Sif and Giant Blacksmith and Dark Souls 1? No, because I mean, you get to Anor Londo, and that's halfway through the game, and you get to the Giant Blacksmith and upgrade your weapons, and then you're done at that point. So I just cut it right there. So Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, you have legit half of the game left. In this playthrough, we only had 2 bosses left, so this guy ruined me during your playthrough.
Rise if you would.
Yeah, my first playthrough, he took several tries.
Is our curse.
You do a great job. Thanks, Budman. They've never been a smooth fight. They're just so aggressive. Like, the combos are relentless. And then now he's got projectiles, so... Beyond the blade beam projectile that he does. It's easy to lose track of him, too, because with all the teleporting. Too early on that dodge. Double heal. Got away with it. Greedy. Blade beam. Gonna top off here. Oh, and he got me with the soul spear. Whiff. Keep going for that next hit. Oh, look at that, 1 HP left. I tried to double heal there, did not work for some reason. Dead. I was trying to heal and...
But you may rest here too, if you like.
The spear follow-up is so brutal that it goes through the pillars too. Now, wouldn't that be funny if, like, this is the boss that hangs me up for 2 hours? After voluntarily deciding to do it. If I had all the time in the world, I'd do the DLC bosses too, but I will not be able to get that all in on one stream tonight. Sometimes it seems like you're at a standing desk. No, I'm sitting. I sit the whole time. I never stand. Let these guys pass by. I can buff before going inside the room. Bro. 2 hits. Nice. Probably could have gotten 3 there. What am I doing? There we go. All right, that was a pretty clean first phase. Almost died there. Keep getting greedy, dude. What the heck am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I completely just lost track of him there. All right, that's 2 deaths. I think Dragon Slayer armor got me twice. What boss gave you the most trouble your first time of all the Souls games that comes to mind? Are we talking Dark Souls exclusively, or are we talking all of From Software? Dark Souls exclusively. Good question. I think in my first playthrough of Dark Souls 3, Nameless King took me the longest. I can't really remember my first playthrough of Dark Souls 1. Capra Demon actually took me a... I know, it's embarrassing. Capra Demon took me a long time. I died to Capra Demon like double-digit times, probably. Bro takes it so personally when you heal. Missed my riposte because he was facing the other way. Ooh, got away with that. But I'm getting my wife through Elden Ring as well. She's almost to Margit. She's only ever played RE games and Zelda titles, so it's been a big adjustment. She's enjoying herself. I mean, so Zelda, I mean, is at least in the same ballpark.
I'm on my way.
I know that answer for me, but I've only played DS1 and 3, Nameless King, Gundyr, or Artorias, or the 30 or 40 range for first times. Okay. Yeah, Nameless, I think, took me the most tries in Dark Souls 3. I can't remember how long Ornstein and Smo took me in my first playthrough.
Rise if you would.
For that is our
I know
curse.
Sir Alone took me a long time in my first playthrough of Dark Souls 2. Always too early there. I always go for that second hit. He missed. And then I went for the second heal, and then I ended up with less health than I had originally. Oh, nice. Oh, I got hit by it that time. Not good, not good. Then wouldn't let me heal. That would have killed me if it landed. Oh, nice. Oh, I thought, I'm going to get AoE'd here. I'm going to go for it, though. Only got 3 flasks left. That's not good. Got blocked. Nice. Can we finish it? I'm gonna back away. We'll get it here. No. No. Come on. No. No. Oh, geez. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. Yeah. Oh, my gosh, dude. First boss to kill me 3 times on this playthrough. What the heck? I was joking about it. I was like, watch this be the boss. It like takes me 2 hours and dude. My girlfriend refuses to play any Dark Souls or Elden Ring with me, and she just calls them trash games and stupid. I died more in Sen's Fortress than any boss, yeah. I probably died more to the Titanite demons in the basement of Sen's Fortress than I have to any boss in Dark Souls 1. Gotta head to bed. Good night. DB and chat, congrats again on the big achievement tonight. Thank you so much, Jesse. You have a good night, sir. Wish I could have, you know, not sucked and gotten through the rest of the game for you tonight, but, you know, it is what it is. That was close. Hate when that happens. Yep. And, I mean, something had to balance out killing Nameless King first try, right? Did I get my souls back that time? I think I did. I don't even know where my souls are. There they are. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh.
Marks are great.
I thought right when I picked him up, I thought I had died, and I didn't even know I was still alive there. Okay, whatever. Well, you know, this is kind of an anticlimactic end, is it? You know. Oh, well. It is what it is. All right. I'm going to believe in myself. I'm not sending the elevator back down this time. No hedging. Should have just quit when I was ahead, man. That's how you dodge that freaking attack. Jeez. That's the attack that killed me when the time he had 1 hit left. hello, death from above. Whiff. Okay, that hurt. Oh, jeez. That was close. All right. Disaster averted, at least for now. I'm going to tank the AoE or not. This should be it. There we go. Oh. Hey, that's what happens when you believe in yourself, right? I did not send the elevator back down that time. Whew. Okay. One shot. Yeah. Yep. That was first try. Demon Souls the first day it came out on the PS3. Nice, dude. I finally beat the first boss, the phalanx, the adrenaline I felt right after that. I never felt that in a game before. So you bought Demon Souls day one. Hats off to you. That's awesome. What made you want to buy the game day one? Like, I don't even remember what was going on back then. All I know is I had no idea what Demon Souls was back then. The elevator trick worked. Yay, it sure did. Like reverse psychology. Interesting. Henri and Horace are just still chilling right here. Whoop. There we go. Instant addiction. It's afraid Demon Souls is going to be the first and last game From Software is ever going to make because back then it was a really hard game. Boy, was I wrong.
Farewell, may the flip. Ashen, farewell, me.
We were being on Reddit in 2009 when everyone was going crazy about Demon Souls. People were importing it and playing it, and I was in awe, but never got it till PS5 remake. Interesting. Yes, I did play and platinum the PS3 version.
Noble lords of Cinder.
Which is what helped me be ready for the PS5 version day one.
And the lords go without thrones.
All right, Soul of Cinder. Yeah, 2009. That was the year before I graduated college. I was probably playing a bunch of Halo 3 back then. As I said, I never had an Xbox, but my roommate had an Xbox. And I made an Xbox Live account on his Xbox. For me. He's a lot nicer than the Twin Princess. He lets you heal. That sucked. And again, for good measure. That was almost Elden Ring level of delay there on that swing. You healing? I didn't know he could heal. That's hilarious. Whiff. Oh, hello. I like how I cast Power Within and then switch to sorceries. Top off health right here. Starting with the combo that I get hit by literally every time. But see, he could be aggressive here and go in for the kill, but then he backs away and lets you heal. That's so nice of him. One more hit. I'm going to let us all enjoy the music for a little longer. There it is. Some beautiful music though. This might be my favorite on the entire OST for Dark Souls 3. I love the callback to Gwen's theme, dude. It's like, gives me goosebumps. All right, guys. We got the plat. I stretched it out a little bit longer. But now it is time for us to wrap this thing up. So, yeah, man. Were you let down by Consort Radon as a final boss in Erdtree? I was not. I actually loved that boss fight. I was a big fan. Am I in the minority in thinking that? I don't know, but I like that boss fight. It was a fitting end, in my opinion. And yeah. For me, Melania was still harder, though. Melania took me way longer than Promised Consort Radon. Watch trailers of Demon Souls on YouTube. I really like the graphics, especially the detail in the armors. And Miyazaki was explaining in the game how even just a regular enemy can kill you. You know, the gameplay of the fight is great, but the boss just seemed weird. Interesting. Okay. The true end. Indeed it is, Red Ferret. Music is good. Indeed, indeed. Thank you. Have a good evening. All right, you too, Muid. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Been a pleasure. Thank you. Once you finish this, I'm going to watch your Elden Ring. Awesome. Thank you so much, Natek. Appreciate it. I love Consort Radon. Okay. Elden Beast was a letdown. Yeah. I mean, Elden Beast and Radagon back to back is really tough. I don't have a problem with Elden Beast, but not my favorite final boss either. The fight is good. I just don't like the reuse of a killed character. I mean, it makes sense in the lore and everything, the way that they do. I mean, you know, it's not out of nowhere. It is very well explained, I thought, at least. I built Elden Ring after I beat DS3 a few weeks ago. It just doesn't feel like a Souls game. I mean, there's definitely some DNA in there, some Souls DNA, but there's also a lot. It has its own identity as well. I say the same thing for Sekiro. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Rinka, thanks for hanging out. Congrats again. What an end to a journey. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Had a great time. Sincere thanks again for all the awesome content. Take care. I thank you so much. All right, y'all. Well, that's a wrap. That is all. It is finished. Thank you guys so much. It's been a pleasure. And we'll be back with some more before too long. So Saturday I am planning on streaming. It'll either be Bloodborne or it'll be the 10K subscriber special, trying to guide my wife through her first playthrough, Mrs. Dadbod's first taste of any sort of Souls type of gameplay. So see if I can still guide a complete noob. We'll see, but it'll be a lot of fun either way. Appreciate y'all. We'll see you guys next time. Later, everybody.